AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. I think it's a legit question. Is Mitch Robinson a starting center in the NBA? I know he's a starting center for us. But when you look at guys like the Jared Allen and the Zubac and things of that nature, let's forget about the top dogs, the Giannis, the Joker, the Embiids, and the ADs and all of that. Is Mitchell Robinson better than Jared Allen, fully healthy?
Damn.
I don't know. I would say this. I would say this because I don't know doesn't fly. We got a podcast, right? So I don't know doesn't fly. I'll say this. Mitch is so limited on what he brings offensively that because offense matters so much in today's game, all five guys got to be able to put the ball in the basket. Unless it's a lob, unless he's getting spoon-fed at the rim, you can't give Mitch the basketball anywhere outside of 5 feet from the rim. So many other guys in the NBA at that position, you can give them the ball and actually have them face up, and you're not screaming in the corner, or you're not screaming at the top, You're not trying to get the ball out of his hands. You know, there's a lot of guys that you trust to make a good play with the basketball when they turn and face. I don't trust Mitch making a good play with the basketball when he turns and faces. I like when he's rolling to the rim. I like when he's in that dunker spot. And like I said, you could spoon feed him, but you can't give him the ball like you would some of the elite guys. And then some of the guys as you get down here, like you said, a Jared Allen, a Evan Mobley, some of those guys that may be like the second tier. Does Mitch fall in that? I don't know. Defensively, he supersedes everybody, in my opinion, except
Fabian,
some of the guys. But
can I ask you a question, Fabian? Why can't Mitchell Robinson be as good as Rudy Gobert?
I'll say this. Number one, I think he gave up on them factor mills. That was the problem. He didn't go to factormills.com/ABTV50 and get 50% off. Factormills.com/ABTV50. You get 50% off, 20% off if you stay subscribed for the following month. Yo, Mitchell Robinson, factor in your meals, brother. Yeah. Factor in your meals.
Factor mills. You look husky at the top, baby. You look husky. You look like you need a bra. You're husky, baby. Come on. You're husky, big dog. Come on. Let's get to it. Now, for real, let's get to it. I was watching, son. Remember that Summer League game? Chill, Fabian. You remember that Summer League game when Zion snatched the ball out of Kevin Knox's hands and he booms it and all of that? That same Summer League game, I'm looking at Mitchell Robinson. I'm like, damn. He's slim. He's trim. He's running up and down the court, right? To answer your question, OG, why can't Mitchell Robinson be Rudy Gobert? For me, it's just simple. Mitch don't take care of his body like Rudy Gobert. We could say whatever we want about. We could say whatever we want about Rudy. We don't like him. He's not. He's this. He's that. Whatever you want to say. Dude takes care of his body.
He's on the court.
He takes care of his body. So, injuries are injuries. Accidents are accidents. I get it. But when you stay in shape, take care of your body. We've never said nothing about Rudy Gobert being out of shape, have we? We've never talked about his conditioning. We never talked about, who he is as a rim protector. We never questioned his attributes. We always question the other shit. But what he's great at, he's great at. Mitch got to be that.
I will say this before we move on. I think to answer your question directly about Jared Allen, and I even throw Joel Embiid in there just to throw the two extremes. They're better than Mitchell Robinson, right? Let's just, for argument's sake, clearly Embiid is. It's the mano-a-mano matchup where we go, oh, nah. That's why we love Mitch. Because Mitch is out there, destroyed Jared Allen in the playoffs. Right. Mitch was out there, destroyed Joel Embiid in the playoffs. So I don't want y'all to get this twisted. We're doing our Professor X powers over here, trying to dissect what it is with the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, and everything like that. I love Mitchell Robinson. potential defensive player of the year, top 10, top 15. A lot of times when if he's healthy. And to your point, Flea, yeah, man, like we ain't never complaining about Rudy Gobert's stamina being on the court. We just complain that they have to take him off the court. That's the problem with him. But Mitchell Robinson is just not available enough. And but we have to look for the backup, man. I looked up the contracts, by the way, real quick. Ibaka is making about around $11 million a season. Wendell Carter, same thing. Daron Shaw's making around $3 million a year. Rashawn Mahomes makes around the same thing, I think $12 million a year. So I think that's another reason why the Achua thing makes sense. Also, I want to say Zubac, Carter at the very least, and in my opinion, Daron Sharp and Achua may be on the same level, but Zubac and Wendell Carter are better than Achua.
Zubac and Wendell Carter are better than Achua. Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
OG. Zeke Jackson just asked the question, and I think it's real. Like, I think it's a real question. Again, that's what we do as Knicks fans. We fall in love with our guys. But outside of the Knicks, what the hell does Mitchell Robinson look like in another jersey? Any other team? Any other team? What does he look like?
That's why I asked the question.
Right.
Is he a starter? And then I asked something else. I know we got to move forward. Y'all opinion, is he better than Zubac? Like, seriously.
I don't know if it's a question of being better. It's a question of what are they going to bring.
Well, all right. But
right.
Let me ask y'all this. I'll make it simple.
Mm-hmm.
We both seen them play, let's say, the last 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Your opinion, who would you rather be your center on the Knicks if you had a choice? Zubac or Mitchell Robinson?
How we play, I'm going to go Mitch.
Okay.
Our personnel, how we play, how defense starts our offense, I got to go Mitch.
Okay.
That's tough.
He's
not healthy. Yeah, it is. Because Zubac brings a lot. Big body. Somebody mentioned in the comments, I would have asked Dom that Zubac's not great on the pick and roll. That's why he kind of struggles with Harden. But we're not a real big. Our center's not the real big. Mitch Robinson ain't picking and rolling like that. He's gonna pick and dive or to the basket, but he ain't jumping for the lob like Tyson Chandler. It's not his game. So, and Zubac, soft touch, right? Flea, got touch.
You don't know shit about touch. You don't know shit about touch. Yo,
fellas, we got a problem. It might be a great problem.
Yeah, but we do have it. Yeah.
This is a problem. And before we move forward, Flea, you said it best, and we spoke about this a little while ago. We fall in love with our players, and then all of a sudden we make them untradeable. And in our minds, they are up here. Mm-hmm. That's why I asked the question and sometimes put our fandom to the side.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mitchell Robinson is a starting center in the NBA. Now, is he a legit backup? Does he belong in the NBA? No question, without doubt.
No question.
Is he the guy that's going to give you 35 plus minutes, 70 plus games, and hold a fort down? I don't know.
That's the same way I feel about what's homie on the Warriors, that rebound machine.
Looney.
Same thing with him.
But
you know
Looney
what I'm saying?
Little, man. Looney's 6'8" though, man.
No, I understand what you're saying, but he's a specialist. And it's like no offense. You just dropping off of him. Like they really play off of him. So to your point, when you asked the question, I didn't know, but Flea framed it so well. How would he look like outside of that Knicks jersey? What team is he? You really got to specify the team or compliment him like crazy, because that has to be a Harden type and all these guys. And can he handle that sort of offense anyway? Because he's a bit of a Butterfingers. He gets the ball. He goes straight up with that, man. Mitchell Robinson be pissing me off too. Don't get me wrong, man. I love him, but get to the basket. Take that foul.
I mean, it bothers me when I see off-season workouts from Mitchell Robinson. It's tween behind the back, tray bomb. Like that shit pisses me off because, you want to off-season. Okay, you're gonna work on stuff that you don't normally do. I get it. The propaganda videos are gonna come out, and it's gonna make us feel like he's doing something special. I get it, but when we get into the trenches, we're never gonna ask you to do that. Ever. We're OG.
Ever.
We'll never. If Mitchell Robinson gets the ball in the 3-point line and he starts putting it on the floor, I could see you right now screaming at the TV. Give up the rock. Get off it. I can see you screaming right now. Like, we're never gonna ask that dude to do that. Expand your game, have that in your bag, but work on right hand floaters, left hand floaters, work on your hook shot, work on your drop step, work on your keeping the ball high, powering up. Like, work on the stuff that you gonna be in position to do. Not tween. We'll never ask you to do that.
Work on the most important thing, figuring out how to stay healthy. I know injuries, you know, some things you can't help. But if you could take yoga class, if you could do some type of stretches, like I see what Wimby is doing, and like my son talked about this the other day, right?
What I was telling you months ago, OG.
Some of these weight workouts, and like I said, look at LeBron. His ankle rolls over, he ties his sneakers up. It's like it never happened. So guys like Mitchell Robinson and certain guys that's injury prone, y'all got to figure out what can you eat, what kind of exercises and things can you do to stay healthy, because all that tween don't mean nothing if you can't stay on the court. And work on your free throws.
Yeah, please. You're a professional. They're uncontested shots. They're called free throws. You have no defender in front of you. It's you in the basket. You're a pro. Hit a free throw.
You ain't dominant like Shaq. Work on your free throws. Shaq ain't have to make his.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.